condom. Coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Do it for your best life.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is
12 p.m.
From Kingston, Jamaica, it's Thursday, February 20, 2025. This is CVM News at Noon, and I'm Ramon Gordon. Regional leaders are making a strong push for free movement across the Caribbean, citing ever-present global uncertainties. With shifting U.S. policies under President Donald Trump's administration, Caribbean nationals face new challenges abroad. But as leaders gathered in Barbados for the 48th regular meeting of CARICOM, the message was clear. Home must be a place of opportunity, not just refuge.
We run the risk that our traditional sources of food may well become more difficult to access because of the climate crisis and because of decisions on the movement of labor. I ask us, as we reflect on these matters, to recognize that if this institution of regional unity is to be fit for purpose in the 21st century, the third decade, then it may well require some decisions, Ralph, that those of you like Roosevelt and yourself may have wanted to see in the past, but have eluded us thus far.
Under current CARICOM agreements, some skilled workers can already live and work freely across the region, but full free movement for all nationals remains a stalled promise. Leaders say must be fulfilled right now.
And to that extent, while we have spoken at length always about creating new sources for imports while boosting our production regionally, we can no longer speak about it, but it must become a reality.
And authorities in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland are investigating the cause of a massive blaze that destroyed a warehouse on Great Georgia Street on Wednesday. The flames reportedly sent residents into a panic.
There's a lot of building close to where the fire started, so everyone would be in a panic mood. And thank God, the fire never escalated.
The warehouse, reportedly owned by operators of the Regency service station, was completely gutted, with damage estimated in the millions. However, fire officials have yet to determine the exact cost or the cause of the fire. Reports indicate that the flames were seen coming from the building on Wednesday afternoon. Fire crews responded, but due to the intensity of the blaze, the municipality and other private truckers had to intervene.
Unfortunately, one of our trucks are down. So, and the other truck was delivering water house to house in the Nippoli area. We immediately called back that truck to Savannah and it refilled at the Petersfield refilling station and the dispatch to the scene.
It took several hours for firefighters to bring the blaze under control, but by then the warehouse and all its contents had been destroyed. Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland George Wright and Savannah Lamar Mayor Dean Reed Delancey have expressed sympathies for the owners, calling it a devastating loss.
There was no one get hurt, and thank God for that. But the owner of the property would have lost severely. I'm imagining now, how he's feeling. But I think most importantly is that no life was lost.
Still not over, but it has been sorted out.
Authorities continue to probe that incident. And a man has been rescued by the Jamaica Fire Brigade and members of the public after being trapped in his truck for hours this morning. The incident followed a triple truck collision on a section of the Spur Tree Main Road sometime after 9 a.m. The man is now in hospital. And the parish of Westmoreland is again in the news with a matter which requires the intervention of INDECOM early Wednesday morning, in which a community which has been a target for criminality leading to curfews and mounting police presence. More from Curlin Brown on the very latest.
February 2025 has so far
recorded 21 fatalities.
And on this, the 19th day of the month, the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, is probing 49 fatalities involving members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force since January 1. One incident in St. Catherine, the other in Westmoreland. Multiple. 3. All men.
Investigators and forensic examiners from the Commission visited the incident scene at Mint Road in the Grange Hill community. Law enforcement officers report that on entering a premises, they were greeted with gunfire and consequently discharged their firearm. 3 men found suffering from gunshot wounds were taken to the Savannah Lamar Hospital, where they were pronounced dead by the doctor on duty.
1 man was unidentified up to late. The others, Travis Smith, also called Short Man, and Jervin Hall, also called Ghost, of Church Lincoln.
In addition to processing the firearms of the concerned officers and retrieval of forensic material, the INDECOM team will seek to pursue any other independent account available, in addition to canvassing for digital footage.
Whereas there may have been some resistance in the initial phases of the investigative body,
with regard to the cooperation of officers touching and concerning the investigative requests by INDECOM for documents and statements, these requests are mandatory. In fact, failure to comply with an INDECOM request for material for investigation is a breach of Section 33 of the Independent Commission of Investigations Act. To this end, between March 22, 2018 and September 25, 2024, there were 4 rulings made by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for officers to be charged for breach of the INDECOM Act.
Curlin Brown, CVM News.
At least one Hanover councillor is voicing her discontent with the delay in garbage disposal, especially in the business district. She wants the National Solid Waste Management Authority to go back to the drawing board.
The garbage trucks are taking long hours in the town to take up the garbage because of the way in which the business persons are disposing their garbage. If you come early one morning, sir, and look at some of the supermarkets and other businesses within the town hall, the garbage is all piled up on the outside of your building like 6 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 in the morning. It's a disgrace. I think that something has to be done through NSWMA for them to secure their garbage a little better. We can't continue to treat your place like that, and then it takes the garbage truck and the workers so long to take up the garbage. Then they will find them in the traffic when we're going to work, and there's a challenge with the truck in the traffic. Something has to be done. You can't continue like that.
Dementia is often linked to those over 60, but younger people are also at risk. In a Sunrise interview this morning, Dr. Kevin Goldburn, Director of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services at the Ministry of Health, explained that conditions like tumors and HIV can increase the risk in young people. Those chances, however, are low.
So if you can control the high blood pressure, diabetes, decrease cholesterol, stop smoking, and increase physical activity, all those enhance the brain's function. But what ultimately we can do is also do early screening. So what we're trying to do, especially in our primary care doctors and health centers and private doctors, is trying to do early screening. We have different instruments we can use to assess one's ability to remember things. Simple things like date, where you are, what season we are in. Just remember in 3 words, I might give you 3 words and say, oh, well, you can recall those 3 words.
And with that, we take a break. More when we return.
We love our country. Like you, we take pride in building Jamaica. The resilience of our people is cemented in our products, built to last for generations. Laying the foundation for thriving communities, we're committed to excellence and quality. Quality products, quality relationships. We're all proud Jamaicans, working hard, doing good, building a sustainable future for all. That same unbeatable spirit runs through us. We are made of Jamaica.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
Welcome back. It's time for our discussion segment. Viral videos circulating on social media show high school students in heated confrontations, raising fresh concerns about discipline and moral values among our nation's youth. Joining us now to discuss how these issues are being addressed is President of the Deans Association of Jamaica, Dr. Renee Level. Dr. Level, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Sure thing. This is not an unfamiliar conversation, I'm sure. Last year, it was fresh videos on social media showing students in gang violence. So what has the general response from the schools been regarding these incidents?
In schools, we're working with the police officers to ensure that our students follow the school rule and collaborating with community members to ensure that all of our students are safe. A safe and peaceful school environment is a fundamental for fostering an atmosphere of learning, and learning is very important, and respect. It is essential not only for the academic achievement of students, but also for their emotional and social development. So the National Deans of Discipline Association collaborate with the Safety and Security Department within the ministry that led by Mr. Chu. We are doing a safety programs in school. The objective of this is to raise awareness and instill school pride. By doing this, we know that the schools will bring more awareness, and students will be able to develop self-leadership and self-discipline through a culture of peace.
Nice.
So we are working hard to ensure that we bring awareness in the school and in the community with these activities that are going on in the different schools.
Very well, Dr. Level, but certainly it seems like it goes beyond just, the regular breaking of the school rules. Like we've established, these students, some of them, they're involved in gang violence and some things that are far more serious. So I have to ask, what do you believe is the driving force behind these sort of behaviors among our students?
The driving force within these students behaving in a maladaptive way, it has to do within parent support system and also within the community that most of the students are from. So it takes the entire village to raise a child. And now is the time for community members to stop thinking about that they're not going to want to be an informer. And once they see that the children are behaving in a negative way, to report this matter to the police. Right. And also to the schools.
Right, Dr. Level, but beyond just reports, yes, how can schools and parents work together to curb this sort of behavior? Because like you said, it's going to take the village. So when we're talking about the role of the different village men, what do you envision as being ideal?
The ideal vision is for parents to ensure that they attend PTA meetings, follow up with their child and children, because again, the school alone cannot do it. At times, parents will turn up at school only if the child a phone probably the dean of discipline or the vice principal or the principal took away a child phone at times that when we will see parents turn up to query about an incident or a phone or some other things. But when they should attend PTA meeting, we can't see them. Schools call off to have PTA meetings, and you will see less than 50% of parents that turn up. And I will call out to the government that the government system need to put something in place to make parents more accountable.
What?
Again, the school alone cannot do it.
Dr. Lively said something very interesting a while ago. It's about holding parents accountable for some of the maladaptive behaviors that manifest in the classroom. Yes? What does that sort of accountability look like to you?
The accountability would look once the police officers or social worker go into the community and see that these students are not attending school, then they submit the name to the relevant authority. And then if parents should pay a fine, then that should put in place. And I think that most parents now will take this thing serious and ensure that when they send their child and children to school, then they will obey the school rule and follow everything that put in place.
Certainly a sanction that could be discussed further. You had mentioned a collaboration earlier with the Education Ministry, security and safety. But beyond that, are there any other specific programs in place to help students who do engage in these disruptive behaviors?
Thank you for that question. Yes, we do have a program that is in place, the Dispute Resolution, Ministry of Justice that do RJ sessions in schools. We have Justice of the Peace across Jamaica that do life skill intervention session with schools.
The deans have such a complicated job, especially now in the 21st century, where you not only have to contend with behaviors on the school campus, but also in the digital space, yes? So could it be time to have a conversation about including rules of engagement for students on these digital spaces, and even beyond that, some sort of course perhaps that will teach digital literacy or the best practices online?
So what we are doing as Deans of Discipline, we're doing life skill intervention about cyberbullying to let students aware that once they put an image out there, it is going to be difficult for you to erase, and it will affect them going towards their career path, because cyberbullying refers to the use of electronic devices such as smartphone, computers, and also sending out harassing messages or spreading rumors in that aspect. So we're doing a lot of intervention session. Last week on the 12th of February, Region 6, Deans of Discipline collaborate with different stakeholders to highlight cyberbullying and bullying in school, where it was a poster competition held. Osemati came first in the competition, Cumberland came second, and Bridgeport came third. And the team was promoting peace and discipline in schools by empowering youth through the arts. So we're doing a lot of awareness across the 7 regions in school to ensure that our students are aware of these negative activities that they can cause within themselves or to others.
Dr. Level, kudos to you and your team. You're doing so much, and there's so much still to be done. But I have to ask, are you confident that your efforts will reap the desired rewards?
Yes, I am 100% confident that our effort will reap reward once we get the collaboration, support, and different stakeholders come to know that it's not a one-man show. It takes the entire village to raise a child. And the 30th to the 5th of April, the National Dean of Discipline Association will be recognizing all the deans across Jamaica. So that week, we're going to have a Dean's Week where we're going to have forum discussion, collaborating with different stakeholders, having a fun day to get the parents to come out to support, to let them know that we as Deans of Discipline, we want to ensure that we work